What's going on, everybody? This is the Game Hunter channel, a new episode, Rival Kingdom Basics. Today I'm going to talk about one of the most fun and probably more excitement parts of Rival Kingdom. Personally, that's my personal opinion. Kingdom Raids. Kingdom Raids is like a participating in a whole kingdom league when you fight 5 other kingdoms for the supremacy. It's so fun. I'm going to show you that in a few seconds. So, for example, on the bottom of the screen, you see Kingdom Raid. That is one of the ways that you have to access the Kingdom Raid. The other one is through the map. You click in the map, Kingdom Raid right there. Super easy to find it. So let's go to the Kingdom Raid, and I'll show you in a few seconds what's going on. All right, we're not going to attack yet. Let's go back. Hold on. I'm going to show you some details about the Kingdom Raid, just to explain you what it is. So Kingdom Raid is like a league when you fight some other 5 kingdoms. We fight, against 5 kingdoms in 5 different days. This is so cool because it's like a real tournament. So today we're fighting against Canada Shield, and then day 2, which is tomorrow, we have the second match against I believe Balmore. Day 3 on Thursday against another opponent. Day 4 and day 5. Isn't that cool or what? But at the end of the 5th day, depending on which team has more points, you see the standings in here, and depending on the position, you're going to receive a special reward. Okay? For example, in the first place, it's going to get promoted to the X League and also receive 275 rings. Pretty cool. Right now we're in 4th place and we are receiving 100 rings only, but let's see if we can change that. Okay, so that is how cool and organized is Kingdom League. It's completely different to Clan Wars in Clash of Clans, for example, which is you only can fight twice. That is just ridiculous. That's no war. That is just 2 random battles. That's it. This is the system that Rival Kingdom has to compete against some other kingdoms is just amazing. It's way more organized, way more rewarding, and you feel like you're doing something, right? All right, so the schedule is this one for today. I have 16 hours to defeat or assassinate the king of the Canada Shield. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it, but at least we're gonna go through a couple attacks. All right, so before we go into the first battle, I'm gonna show you something important about Kingdom Raids. Okay, in the top left corner, you see that little banner, green banner with the number 5. Okay, that's morale. You can see on the screen what that means. You lose morale when you're defeated. Run out of morale and you cannot longer attack rival villages. Okay, so that is part of the Kingdom Raid. I only have 5 chances to attack enemies. I can continue attacking. Okay, I'm fighting all the opponents until I kill the enemy king. But if I lose 5 battles, and go. Okay, it's like a 5 strikes and you're out. Yeah, I know it doesn't apply the same way, but just to explain you, that's how it works. You have 5 tries to fight in this Kingdom Raid. If you fail, well, you made it to, I don't know, some opponent, but like I said, you have 5 tries in order to defeat the enemy king. The other important thing in Kingdom Raids is the loyalty points. When you fight against somebody in a Kingdom Raid, you're going to receive loyalty points. If you win a battle, you're going to receive loyalty points. If you finish or you win the league, you can also receive more loyalty points. And those loyalty points can be redeemed. All right, so you go to the build menu, and then you click in chest, and the last one is the silver loyalty chest. If you have 5,000 loyalty points, you can redeem and get one for you with a nice reward. All right, so let's get into battle. Okay, it's time to help my kingdom. Time to protect our our kingdom. Let's go to battle. Let me go to the map, and we're gonna access the Kingdom Raid from here. One of the cool things about the Kingdom Raids is that you can see reviews. You see there's an option, Scout, Battle, and View Replay. I can see replays of my teammates fighting, for example, this first opponent, which is really nice because they can give you an idea, some strategy points. You see, for example, you're gonna just fast forward this one real quick. See, this is one of my teammates attacking this first enemy, and they're so sweet that you can see the replays, because that can help you. You can learn from some more advanced players, right? they've been playing this game for a long time. If you are part of the kingdom, you have some people who've been playing during the beta and during the whole alpha and everything. Chances are that you're gonna be able to probably check and review those replays, and you can learn more. Okay, so that is a really cool feature in the Kingdom Raid. So in order to access and kill the king, I need to go through all these guys. All these guys are protecting the king, which are, if I'm not wrong, there are 10. Let me double check. 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12. Okay, the last one is the king. You can find him in the castle. But in order to get there, you gotta go through all the other enemies. Perfect. All right, so let's go into the battle. Let's go to the first one. We can, if we click, I just tap in the name of this opponent, and you can see all the members of my kingdom that are trying to defeat this guy. Okay, so let's scout real quick. I'm going to show you that. See, we can see what kind of base he has. Had 2, only 1 catapult, level 3, so it shouldn't be a big problem. All right, so let's get into this. First battle of this Kingdom Raid. Let's go. You see, defeat and win 5 loyalty point. But if we win, let's see, raid spoil, 5 loyalty points. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna change our Asians. Let's go with, I'm gonna keep playing with Nyrex, one of my favorites. Perfect. With the troops, I can go with this. Yeah, I can go with this, for example. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna deploy Forvel over here, trying to destroy that Asian shrine. Hopefully that will help me to get some mana, and then we're gonna start deploying a bunch of these race undeads. Now is the time to the Paladin. Paladin can start engaging. Forvel is still helping me. I don't want to deploy my soldiers until we break that wall. Now is the time, and now we can also deploy some undeads. Perfect. We can deploy some expos in here to provide some extra support, and things are looking quite good. I'm gonna use Forvel to stop the catapult, deploy more undeads. Perfect. We're completely overwhelming the opponent just with undeads. Okay, let's see, we can probably use Forvel one more time. Oh, there you go, stronghold is down, and that's all what we're looking for. We don't receive loot in Kingdom Raids. Okay, so right now we can just end the battle. It's already a victory, so it's no point to keep fighting. Reward 5 loyalty points. Beautiful. So we just defeat our first opponent. Now we can go against Mario, which is a level 5 commoner. Let's go and scout Mario real quick. Alright, so what do we have in here? 1 catapult in this area. The base looks really cool, but yeah, we can probably attack from behind. Yeah, those watchtowers, you see? Watchtowers, that is really cool that you can tap in the enemy defensive building so you can see the range. So I can see that this, if I can deploy Forvel in this area, I can easily destroy the dragon rooster and have a close and direct shot to the catapult, which is probably my worst enemy at this point. Alright, so let's go. If we win this battle, we're gonna receive 10 loyalty points, and they keep piling and piling. This is a good thing. So the farther you go, the more points you're gonna get. Alright, so we're gonna deploy Forvel one more time, destroy the dragon roost over there, and then we're gonna deploy the paladin and the soldiers really fast. Okay, we're gonna speed up things. Paladins in here, and now the paladins are receiving damage. I can deploy my expos. Perfect. Forvel is in a really good location. Perfect. Now we can start deploying undeads inside the enemy base, and that is exactly part of the strategy. We can deploy more undeads and completely overwhelm the enemy stronghold. Perfect. That's why probably Nyrex is one of my favorite. There you go. Can use the plague at the end. I'm sorry, I got confused for a second. Well, the stronghold is down, so victory is ours. We can just leave over here epic victory, we have our loyalty points, and we can continue moving across this kingdom until we kill the king. Pretty cool, right? Alright, so this was a really quick episode of Rival Kingdoms basics. Kingdom raids. Super fun. Alright fellas, I will see you in the next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share my videos, and also download Rival Kingdoms using the link in the description of this video. Thank you. I will see you in the next one. Take care everybody.